Hollywood in all its glory is often seen as a dreamland for aspiring actors and actresses, a place of fame, beauty, and endless opportunity. But behind the flashing cameras and red carpets, there's another side to it all. A world built on secrets, on reinvention, and on hiding parts of yourself just to survive. And this Pride Month, I wanted to feature a story that perfectly captures that reality. Because The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo isn't really just about seven husbands. It's about the price of fame, the loneliness of pretending, and what happens when someone is forced to love in secret. Because the world isn't ready for the truth. In a place that worships image above all else, how much of yourself are you willing to sacrifice just to belong? Hi, I'm Tessa Saavedra, at samahan niyo ako ulit dito lang sa Isang Pahina, Isang Kwento, Isang Aral. Ang sarap pala magbasa. Hello mga ka-bookworms and happy Pride Month! Before we dive in, if you believe that book review podcasts deserve more space online, help this one grow by sharing your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's grow this space for readers who want more than just stories. So bago tayo mag-synopsis, I would like to tell something about the author so that we could fully understand the context of this book. Taylor Jenkins Reid is known for writing emotionally charged stories centered around fame, identity, love, and the hidden lives of celebrities. Many of her novels explore what happens behind the glamorous image people show to the world, making her the perfect author to write a story like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. What makes her writing stand out is how real her characters feel. Even though Evelyn Hugo is fictional, many readers say she feels like an actual old Hollywood icon because of how detailed and believable the story is. Jenkins Reid also became widely known for books like Daisy Jones and the Six, Malibu Rising, and Carrie Soto is Back. A lot of her stories focus on complicated women, ambition, public image, and relationships that don't fit neatly into society's expectations, which is one reason why many readers connected deeply with Evelyn Hugo, especially within the LGBTQ+ community. So for the synopsis, everyone knew Evelyn Hugo because of her seven husbands, the scandals, the affairs, the glamorous Hollywood image. But nobody really knew Evelyn herself, not the version behind the cameras, not the woman forced to survive in an industry built on image, power, and secrets. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo follows Evelyn, an aging Hollywood icon who finally decides to reveal the truth about her life to an unknown journalist named Monique Grant. And at first, it sounds like your typical celebrity tell-all. But the deeper the story goes, the more you realize this book isn't really about seven husbands at all. It's about loneliness, ambition, identity, and loving someone in a world that would rather see you pretend. Because behind every glamorous headline, there was always something Evelyn had to hide. What makes The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo so interesting is that it doesn't just tell a love story. Ine-expose rin ito yung darker side ng Hollywood na hindi natin nakikita. Pinapakita ng libro kung gaano ka-obsessed ang entertainment industry sa imahe. Minsan, mas importante pa kung paano ka nakikita ng publiko kesa kung sino ka talaga bilang tao. And one of the strongest themes ng novel, especially relevant ngayong Pride Month, ay kung paano napipilitan itago ng maraming queer celebrities noon ang tunay nilang identities para lang maprotektahan ang careers nila. Kasi nga naman, kapag nireveal mo yung identity mo na hindi accepted ng society, obviously, matatabangan sa'yo yung mga fans mo, hindi na nila papanoorin yung mga pelikula mo, and so syempre wala na ring mag-hire sa'yo ng mga director or producers to come star in their movies. So that was why it was very important for queer celebrities to just hide their identities and live a double life, just to survive the industry. And that's what makes the story painful, because the book asks a very uncomfortable question. If fame gives you everything you've ever wanted, pero kapalit naman nun ay kailangan mong itago kung sino ka talaga, worth it pa ba? At honestly, hindi lang ito nangyayari sa old Hollywood. In fact, even today, may pressure pa rin for celebrities to fit a certain image para manatiling marketable sa public. And as for the trivia, sa bansa natin, di ba nga naalala natin si Jake Zyrus, dating kilala bilang Charisse Pempenko. Naging malaking usapin noon ang pag-amin niya tungkol sa kanyang identity at sexuality. And while Jake is now living a more authentic life, marami pa ring taong napapansin na hindi na rin umusbong ang career niya. The same way it did during the height of his fame as Charisse. Of course, maraming factors ang pwedeng makaapekto sa career ng isang artista. So this is an example that the entertainment industry and even the audience can struggle to fully embrace change when it challenges the image they were already used to. So, tayo, di ba, noong unang labas ni Jake Zyrus as Charisse Pempenko, nasanay tayo dun sa imahe niya na child wonder na biritera na ang galing-galing kumanta. And because we've so gotten used to that image of Charisse, nag-struggle na tayo to accept yung kung sino siya talaga as Jake Zyrus. So, dahil doon, hindi na masyadong umusbong yung career niya. And I don't think I've heard a new single from Jake Zyrus in the past couple of years. So you can only see how revealing one's identity can truly affect one's career. And that's why The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo feels so real, because beneath all the glamour, fame, and romance, it's also a story about the cost of hiding yourself just to be accepted. On the other hand, what I didn't like about the book, as someone who believes strongly in women's empowerment, I didn't fully connect with the message that a woman has to become morally gray or hurt others to gain power and freedom. At times, it felt like the story blurred the line between resilience and using people for personal gain. And that made it difficult for me to root for Evelyn completely. Of course, I understand that flawed female characters are important and realistic. Women in fiction don't always have to be good to be compelling. But personally, I would have preferred a portrayal of strength that didn't rely so heavily on deception, emotional manipulation, or sacrificing other people along the way. Up next, word of the day. So my word of the day is facade. An outward appearance that is maintained to conceal a less pleasant or creditable reality. Because Evelyn Hugo's image often serves as a facade, masking her loneliness, sacrifices, secrets, and the emotional cost of fame. Dahil kailangan itago ng main character na si Evelyn yung kanyang identity, na siya ay isang bisexual, at dahil nga hindi ito katanggap-tanggap sa old Hollywood, oftentimes she has to appear in public with a fake facade just to survive a very cutthroat industry. And she did succeed, pero ang kapalit naman ito is yung kanyang loneliness. Mayaman ka nga at sikat, pero parang feeling mo naman, nakakulong ka sa hawla. Kasi you can't be fully yourself. And up next, my favorite quote. People think that intimacy is about sex, but intimacy is about truth. This quote is memorable because it challenges the way people usually define intimacy. Most people associate intimacy with romance or physical closeness. But The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo suggests that real intimacy comes from honesty and vulnerability. For a character like Evelyn Hugo, someone who spent her entire life performing, controlling her image, and wearing different versions of herself for Hollywood, the quote becomes even more powerful. Despite all the fame, beauty, and relationships, what she truly longed for was to be understood for who she really was. As for the conclusion, despite my issues with the way Evelyn Hugo was portrayed at times, I still genuinely enjoyed The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. While I didn't always agree with the idea that survival and empowerment had to come through manipulation, deception, or using people, I can still appreciate how layered and thought-provoking the story was. What made the novel memorable for me was how it peeled back the glamorous image of Hollywood and revealed the smoke and mirrors hidden beneath the fame. Behind the luxury, beauty, and celebrity status were sacrifices, secrets, loneliness, and the pressure to constantly perform, not just on screen, but in real life. The book gave readers a glimpse into the darker side of Hollywood that people often romanticize but rarely truly see. And even though Evelyn is deeply flawed, perhaps that's also what made her unforgettable. She isn't written to be perfect, she's written to survive. And that's true. I truly enjoyed reading this book because it, for me, dito ko mas naintindihan kung paano talaga gumagalaw yung industriya ng Hollywood. Kasi for many years, it's often seen as the place where aspiring actors and actresses want to be. Gusto nilang pumunta doon kasi nakikita nila yan as this bright star na kailangan nilang abutin para maabot din yung pangarap nila. And behind all that, sa likod ng lahat ng yan is yung reality na it's really just smoke and mirrors. At kahit hindi mo gusto na magkunwari, kailangan mo magkunwari just to survive. So for that, I would rate the book 5 out of 5 stars. A compelling and emotional eye-opening read that exposes the illusion behind Hollywood glamour while telling a story that stays with you long after the final page. As for the price, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is retailed at around 795 pesos. And for a novel this compelling, it actually costs less than I expected. Considering the emotional depth, the layered storytelling, and the fascinating glimpse into the hidden side of Hollywood, I can honestly say it was worth every penny. It's the kind of book that feels cinematic, emotional, and immersive from beginning to end. So even after finishing it, you still feel you got more than what you paid for. As for the final thoughts, ang sarap pala magbasa dahil nakikita natin ang side ng Hollywood na hindi natin karaniwang nakikita. At ang sarap pala magbasa dahil nagiging pasilip ito sa kung paano mamuhay ang isang tao sa mundong importante ang malinis na imahe. Kung saan ang bawat galaw ay iniingatan dahil ang reputasyon ay kasing halaga ng tagumpay. At ang sarap pala magbasa dahil nagiging paraan ito para maintindihan natin kung anong nagiging resulta ng pagsasakripisyo sa sariling kaligayahan para sa pera, kasikatan, at kontrol sa sariling imahe. And that concludes today's episode. If this story made you see Hollywood a little differently or reminded you that behind every perfect image is a more complicated truth, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, like this episode, and subscribe for more. You can also listen and watch on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Because sometimes, the books we read don't just entertain us. They quietly expose the worlds we thought we already knew. Once again, I'm Tessa Saavedra. Samahan niyo ako ulit sa susunod dito lang sa Isang Pahina, Isang Kwento, Isang Aral. Ang sarap pala magbasa.